Well, I'll show you. I'm moving to Canada.
That'd be great.
And I'll be shaving my head.
Oh, that's... no.
And one last thing. I'm going on a sex strike. Your loss. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Today we're checking out Nick Peterson, a hilarious sketch comedian that conservatives will love.
At the Quality Learing Center, we recognize there have been an abundance of fraud scandals, coincidentally, right here in Minnesota, also involving billions in government funding, and also run by Somalians. Therefore, to solidify your trust, we promise to learn from their mistakes and ensure your tax dollars reach the right hands in Somalia. Your toothpaste may not make it through TSA, but $700 million in cash, we can make that happen. All of our dedicated teachers are former Somalian pirates, so you can be sure your child is in good hands with someone whose IQ is equivalent to a school zone speed limit. Speaking of pirates, Democrats, members of Congress, and even Governor Walz fully support our business operations. Rest assured, absolutely no one will be held accountable. They don't just turn a blind eye for the sake of money. They crank their head 180 degrees and jam it up their own butt. Now you might be wondering, I thought this was a daycare. What about the kids? That's all just politics. Now you're getting it. We know that you have plenty of options here in Minneapolis, but while other daycares receiving government funding are only open for 15 minutes a day, we're open for over 45 minutes Tuesday through Wednesday. And if that's not enough, here's some 5-star reviews from happy customers. Thanks, John Smith. Hey, if you're in the neighborhood, don't bother stopping by. And if you have any questions, please ask yourself this first. What happened to those who questioned Tim Walz's agenda in the past? For more information, please visit yourqualitylearingcenter.com. The Quality Learing Center. Learing made fun.
You can actually go to thequalitylearingcenter.com. It takes you to Nick Peterson's website.
How has the election made you feel? On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being Nazi. My name is Dr. Nick Peterson, and I specialize in those suffering from TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Hello, I'm Dr. Peterson. How are you? Well, Donald Trump is a felon. Nope. I asked how you were doing. The majority of Americans can mentally handle election results on both sides of the aisle. However, there's this small, albeit growing, group of, I don't want to say Americans, but people that are just disconnected from reality. Fascist. And honestly, it makes diagnosing these people a whole lot easier. I just check their social media. Gone are the days when you just search your symptoms on WebMD at home by yourself. Now they record their symptoms and post them for the world to see. The haircut is also a dead giveaway. So, what brings you in today? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the orange democracy-destroying, Putin-loving dictator. All right, so mental illness. They are completely blind to the fact that their absurd actions and ideologies were a big factor in their party's loss. Let me ask you this. Do you even know what democracy is? Follow-up question. Do you know how Kamala Harris became the nominee? I know you're a deplorable Nazi fascist bigot. Okay, neat. Turns out that calling half the country Nazis for 4 years was not a winning strategy.
Imagine.
And yet somehow, not even Cardi B could save him. Do you realize what I'm going through? Yep, delusions. I am losing my right to vote? What? Where are you getting your information? Whoopi Goldberg? Well, what's the remedy, you might be wondering? Well, if you ask me, it's a history lesson in Jesus, but the pharmacy doesn't offer those. I prescribe them a brain.
A brain?
And I send them to tryabrain.com for more information.
Tryabrain.com also goes to Nick Peterson's website. How many domains does Nick own?
Strike 3! I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for 3rd grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor if a brain is right for you.
For more information, visit tryabrain.com.
How do we convince conservatives to change their political views? Change their political views. We need a playbook. Well, let's get to work. Are we capable of peaceful protests? You mean like burning cities to the ground? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why aren't you dressed like an American ISIS convert? Are you a Harvard professor now? I thought we support Hamas this week. Do we? Are we done with Ukraine? Rule of thumb for the playbook. What do conservatives always say we need? Meds? Helmets? No, what our country needs. Law and order. So we do the opposite. Right, torch cop cars and Hail Mary Molotov cocktails like we're the Antifa Aaron Rodgers. Okay, but we're committing eco-friendly arson. Right? That only matters when it suits us. So it's really no different than our other causes. How about to save the environment, though, we pay people to block traffic. Want me to put out flyers on Subarus? We sit Indian style. It's cross-dress applesauce now. Whatever, across highways, during rush hour, holding hands. And if they don't like it, we rip them out of their cars and beat them to death. If they don't see our point of view on climate change after that, then there's nothing we can do for them. You can only be so loving and tolerant. Right, start forest fires, though. We're gonna need proof it's real. Feels like a lot of fire ideas. What if we smash storefront windows and we steal Nikes, iPhones, big screen TVs? Undocumented shopping, that's easily justifiable. Like what? People can't get bread anymore? Oh, and vandalism. Keying, smearing poop on people's cars. That makes total sense. We are so classy. I got another one. Spray paint buildings and statues. Nothing says justice like racist painted across the Lincoln Memorial or whatever. Well, I don't think he... No. I'm gonna roll. Free speech? Who doesn't love free? No more.
That.
Free speech sucks. We limit free speech and any ideas we don't like. Well, how would we silence them? Like with duct tape? So what do we have so far? So we have burning cities to the ground, blocking traffic, ripping people out of their cars, starting forest fires, vandalizing cars, buildings, and statues, limiting speech we don't like, and silencing people. But the biggest threat is right-wing terrorism. Well, obviously. What would you say is the main focus of the Biden administration in 23? What are you running on?
To remove all lead from pipes and also from paint in the next 10 years.
Okay, but in a broader sense.
It is causing irreparable damage, in particular to the children that are drinking water out of those pipes.
All right, let's sideline the pipes for a moment. What do people want to see out of your administration?
People said, I want to see that you're going to get lead out of pipes.
3 minutes.
Vice President Kamala Harris, where to begin?
Assault weapons. So let's just go right to that, assault weapons.
I have topics, thanks. Like how your husband recently snuck a smooch with Jill Biden. What was your reaction to that?
I was shocked for so many reasons.
I can imagine. Seems like it could be a problem.
And it is. It's a real issue. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Was it a real issue when you were 29 dating a 60-year-old married man?
Well, First of all, he was the mayor of San Francisco. And, coincidentally, shortly after, you became the district attorney of San Francisco.
Imagine that.
To me, it seems...
It's wrong.
Wrong, yeah. I would have said shady, but wrong is better. I guess you're a do who you got to do to get it done kind of gal, huh?
That is for sure. That is for sure.
And you also dated Montel Williams.
I did.
How many celebrities and prominent figures would you say helped pave your way?
I think there are about 12.
Sweet. Well, congrats on your achievements. Hey, the economy sucks. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah. There's no question that working people are paying more for gas, paying more for groceries.
Yeah. We did it, Joe. Right? I'm sorry. That was low. Not as low as your approval rating. But any guesses as to the driving force behind it all? I have a guess. It was a president in the White House with the dementia.
You're right. I mean, but again, this is there is a cycle. There is a connection.
What? Yeah, the cycle is your nonsense. A recent NBC poll showed that 71% of Americans believe our country is on the wrong track. What do you believe?
I think that, to be very honest with you, I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believe that certain issues are just settled.
Do you get paid by the word, or do you have like a word minimum requirement or something? Anyway, on a lighter note, I saw that you have an action figure doll for sale online.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I assume morals sold separately. Nice. Is it one of those puppets where you pull the cord and it repeats the same dumb crap over and over?
Yeah.
What kind of things does it say?
People said, I want to see that you're going to get let out of pipes.
Oh, God.
If liberals wrote westerns.
You stop right there, cow person. You reckon you can ride into our town, appropriate funds from our bank, wear an unapproved mask by the CDC? Well, mister. Thank you. Well, mister, your tone has hurt my feelings. Prepare to be canceled. I don't think so. It's a new social worker in town. My pronouns are hee-haw. Wow.
Yeehaw.
Now, we're going to settle this right here like a real non-birthing person. Criminy, I didn't bring my shooting iron because your sign says this is a gun-free zone. That's right. We're a crime-free town. Now, you got two options. You can ride that electric Bronco plumb out of town. Well, climate change. Nope. Or we can settle this right here with peaceful civil discourse. I am shocked at how I've been treated. Well, this is a safe space for feelings. As the victim of a hostile encounter, I am appalled, and I want to speak to your town manager. I'm sorry that you're offended. Well, sorry's not enough. I'm going to give you a bad review on TripAdvisor, and I'll be sure to tell all my friends about my horrible experience here. Good day. But I'm going to need to place you under please don't take our money.
You ever look at these people and think, maybe he's right about the Tylenol? Why do the loudest ones always look like Bebop from the Ninja Turtles? It's funny how you can usually tell how someone votes these days just by looking at them. Let's play a quick game. Who do you think this guy voted for? Hit me with your best guesses. Yep. How about this one?
When I walk down the street here, every once in a while a car will stop and the man in the car will hit on me or bruh.
And this one with a face only a shovel can love.
I'm a little trans girl, small and cute.
Your kids are just trying to watch Dude Perfect trick shots or Paw Patrol, and then a 50-year-old pervert pops up, looks like the monkey lizard from Star Wars. I'm a little trans girl. No, you're a predator. You don't need validation for your gender from children. You need Jesus. More proverbs, less pronouns. A doctor visit probably wouldn't hurt.
Britney Spears' cameraman.
Ready? And... Oh, okay. Well, are you sure you want to post this?
I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse.
I'm still getting crackhead vibes. I don't think it's the filter.
Ghost, I need to know everything.
Okay, perfect. You want to try one with pants? What we got today, Magic? Wow, no dancing today. Whoop, we're not done. You know, why don't we just stick with the quarter for today? You look like the hookers on Grand Theft Auto. Remember when you shaved your head? Yeah, this one might raise questions. Give me something a little less creepy. Alright, at least you're wearing clothes. Nope, yep, that's good. I feel like we do these a lot. Okay, is this a good idea? Do we need the knives? I just feel like you're not doing yourself any favors. Okay, maybe we just keep this one in the draft. Nice. Why is there a baby car seat back there? Where's your other glove? Cool. Hey, why is it? Should you have a baby here? I feel like an enabler. Do you own pants?
How are you seriously going to take health advice from Danny DeVito in Batman Returns, but you won't take health advice from this guy? 71 years old, repping out pull-ups and earth downs with Pete Hegseth. For reference, the average American can't do one pull-up, even if John Candy was their bobsled coach. A little Cool Runnings reference there. I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. He's killing it. Top down. Probably not in his car, but no shirt top down for sure. Look, you don't have to like the guy, right? But can we all agree, which is a really stupid question in 2025, but can we agree that the people in charge of our nation's health probably shouldn't look like Mrs. Potato Head? Who are you more inclined to take general health advice from? a guy who has online fitness routines with former military, or a gender goblin who shops at Talbot's. RFK Jr. can do this. I don't really know what this is, but you know who definitely can't do this? The penguin. The weird thing is it's not just the US. For some reason, liberal parties all around the world like to elect health ministers that I'm sure are probably really, really nice people. But they're built like Panzer tanks. Canada? Guy's a block. Looks like they pulled him straight from Minecraft. Belgium? What? Didn't she play the receptionist in like Monsters, Inc.? Scotland's over here blowing lines and throwing back Johnny Walker. Why are these people in health-related positions? Like, you wouldn't put me in charge of teaching long-range sniper shooting, right? Why? Because I don't practice that. I'm not ex-military or a leftist.
If the founding fathers were woke.
Members of the House of Representatives must be at least finished with their bartending career. 25 years old. What if they've been arrested, married their sibling, and support terrorist organizations? As long as they're 25 years old. Here. Let's see. Senators and representatives shall receive perhaps immunity for sleeping with Chinese spies. Compensation is where I was going with that. But yes, indubitably. Modest compensation that will inexplicably be worth hundreds of millions of dollars by the end of their term, all while boarding their private motor carriages to lecture us about the elite class. Shall I just say privileged to insider trading? No, just put compensation. And then every bill they pass must be presented to the president for signing. Or auto-pin signing. But of course,
even
ideal
better.
for when your pardons are numerous and your checks to foreign nations are endless. Caveat, only if their leader is a former comedian who can play the piano with his wiener. However, a few small changes. Are you using graphite? No, I used ink. Just do a new page and call them amendments. And perhaps amendments. For certain, equality. First Amendment. Freedom of speech. And in the case people do not care for said speech, then they shall be cancelled and their lives destroyed. I can practically smell the freedom emitting from the paper. Second, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Precisely. Unless it appears frightening, then perhaps infringed. Most of the time. When companies give in to cancel culture, they hire me for their rebranding and or product design modifications. In other words, I'm the go-to graphic designer for all things virtue signal. Now with crickets. My name's Nick Peterson, and I'm a creative director for Cancel Crises. I was busy in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Companies were getting killed left and right trying to appease the woke mobs. They're like the bubonic plague on society. You ever see Monty Python? Bring out your dead. You want me to put non-binary or just make it potato head? 2020 was the businesses what 2007 was to Britney Spears. A serious haircut. The heck is a cracker Jill? When the CEO of Goya came out in support of President Trump, protests broke out. So they hired me for damage control.
Black
45%
beans
of
matter.
their workforce is Hispanic. What are they thinking? Nothing says progress like trying to destroy thousands of Hispanic jobs. So you want me to remove the Native American but keep the land? I don't think this is going to look the way you think it's going to look. No, I don't mean the logo. I can see the reasoning behind some of them, but I knew we reached peak stupidity when I was commissioned to design social distancing logos. I also get a lot of jobs I'm uncomfortable with. I mean, some of these people accomplish great things, but hey, somewhere out there is a middle-aged white woman who's happy. Probably Maine or Oregon. Uncle
Or Minnesota.
Ben is history. And just like that, an 80-year legacy erased with the click of a button. It's not just retailers I've worked with. I've helped with the redesign of band names. What if we just... like it never happened? I should call it Dixie Chicks. Sports teams, I was hired to change the Indians logo. The Redskins reached out and asked if I would do it pro bono for experience. I said, sure. And I gave them what they paid for. The Chiefs and the Braves are the exception because they win. But apparently you play under 500 year after year and people start questioning. Like, is that logo racist? At the end of the day, I have to assume that these marketing gurus are making the best long-term decisions. One project I did work on backfired for over a billion dollar loss. I won't say who, but it was a big company. So, 'tis but a scratch.
Bet he did the Cracker Barrel rebrand too. Cleaning out Joe Biden's desk.
Let's see. Spoon, lighter, baggie. I bet this is from Bring Your Kid to Work Day. My name's Nick Peterson, and I'm the White House's Director of Transfer of Power. It's a fancy title for someone who cleans out the president's desk. It's usually a boring job, tossing notepads, old calendars, things a normal commander-in-chief would use at his desk. Joe Biden's desk, however, was like cleaning out the prop closet for the Naked Gun. Running a country for dummies. Mint condition. More of that at the beach and less James Patterson, and I wouldn't be cleaning out your desk. The worst part? I guess the worst part was scrubbing dried ice cream out of the carpet underneath. I'm not complaining though. I had to clean up after Bill Clinton's term, so. There's a painting underneath here, signed by Hunter and purchased by his dad at an inflated rate, no doubt. Quite the artist, the con type, but an artist nonetheless. Between you and me, I thought I was gonna be doing this a lot sooner. I figured Kamala was gonna pull the old security cameras are down trick and serve him up a scoop of death by chocolate. Oh, look. America's checkbook is empty. Fun fact, the president's chair is usually cleaned up and then moved to a museum or showroom of sorts. Biden's chair was deemed a health hazard, simply for the fact that it had seen more blowouts than an episode of Jersey Shore. Looks like he recently carved, "For a Good Time, Call Harris." Must have been right after he got Tanya Hardinged. When Joe Biden started in politics, Elvis Presley was still alive. We had just landed on the moon a few years prior. If he had gotten a second term, they were going to rename this place the Oval Hospice. I think that's everything, just the letter opener. Industry secret. When discarding dangerous objects, it's best to dispose of them properly and not just leave them for the Taliban.
No country for illegal men.
No sight of the suspect. Guy next door, though, looks like a prime target. That is profiling. No, it's selectively observing patterns in skin tone, in face tattoos. I do see a kid in the house, though. Appears to be about 4. You think he's running the drug operation?
He's got to be at least 6 to even work the weed farms.
How many donuts are you gonna eat?
Never let a stereotype go to waste.
Hit me with the suspect's deets. Well, says here he's a loving father, small business owner, farmer, backbone of the country. Wait, sorry, that was a CNN article. Here we go. 14 arrests, drug trafficking, kidnapping, assault, rape. Why does the left support these people again?
Are you looking for a more professional answer than stupidity?
Where were those people when Obama deported 3 million?
They came down with political amnesia.
This guy's got better health care than I do. Probably a good thing, though. It says here he's in bed with multiple sclerosis 13. I don't think that stands for MS 13. No.
You know you got the most dangerous job when you got to deal with those monsters.
Well, statistically, the most dangerous job is being Obama's chef. Almost everybody dies. How come every street in blue cities looks like the entrance to the United Nations?
Makes them feel like they're making a difference without actually doing anything.
Like giving a homeless person a high five.
Virtue signaling is expensive. It's cheaper to love America. You only got to buy one flag.
He was given a free smartphone, too? Other countries throw you in prison for breaking the law. We give you an unlimited data plan.
I have 2 years till mine is paid off. I have cell phone debt.
Those are just to keep in touch with their case managers and schedule immigration court hearings. Where is this guy?
You should have just gone to Home Depot. You can get them in bulk there.
See, I don't love going after those putting in effort. Makes us look like Homeland insecurity.
We're arresting a violent criminal. We're not calling in a drone strike on a fruit vendor.
If we didn't have open borders for 4 years, we wouldn't have to do this.
How do we get the world to see the reality of what we're facing? Send in Coldplay.
Well, one thing's for certain, we'll have this guy before we have the Epstein files. We won't have him if he doesn't come out.
Or if he sits on Pam Bondi's desk.
We can't touch the guy until he's in public.
Unless, of course, you bust down the door and yell, "I have anxiety."
What?
Works for Pedro Pascal.
Well, something needs to happen. I have an online pickleball lesson this afternoon.
Yeah, we're just loitering. If I wanted to waste taxpayer money, I'd run for Congress.
Shh, wait. A car full of heavily tatted shirtless men with firearms just pulled up. It's go time. Well, wait. Let's not jump to conclusions. According to CNN, it's probably just a Bible study.
All right, let's get those categories up on the board.
And Nick, you're first to choose.
Okay, let's go Who Cares for 200. We would all be grateful if we never heard about this relationship ever again.
Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
Nick, who is Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. That's it.
This is an older video.
How is this real for 200?
This is the reason behind the recent activist trend of gluing their own bodies to the pavement.
Just Stop Oil?
What is climate change?
No.
Nick, what is stupidity?
Yes.
I'll take Instagram crackers for 200. This phrase can be found in every white Christian girl's social media bio.
Oh, I don't know that one.
What is saved by grace? That's the one.
Saved by grace.
Instagram crackers for 400. This DM author is notorious for addressing their potential victims as "Hey girly" or "Hey hun."
Oh, James Charles.
What is a boss babe? Correct? Let's go. How is this real for 400? Recently making headlines, this readily available substance can be sweet, but lethal.
Fentanyl?
What is fentanyl? No. Nick, what is Panera Bread's lemonade? That's the one. How is this real 600? The Biden administration has made it a priority to invest over $6 billion in this. What are homeless veterans? Unfortunately, no.
Oh, come on.
What is the border crisis? Also no.
Nope.
Nick, what is a high-speed train from Los Angeles to Sin City? That's it.
There it is. Joe Biden's sign language interpreter.
To be quite honest, I don't really know sign language.
Nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
But I found it's not really necessary for this administration. My name's Nick Peterson, and I'm Joe Biden's sign language interpreter.
It's a right for people that bad at healthcare.
I don't try and spell out what he's saying. Bidenese is tough to formulate, and I'm not trying to confuse our hearing impaired friends.
True international effort to pressure.
But when he is coherent, as bizarre as the words may be, I can still usually get by.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
With Biden, I usually give it a couple second delay so that I can listen, process, and then decide what to do.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Or whether I should even really repeat it.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
In a way, a lot of times I'm protecting our deaf community.
And Neil Smith, an old buddy, are you here, Neil?
I do some work for other politicians, mostly Democrats. John Fetterman, that is an easy gig.
Chair about Chloe Jork from the North.
The press secretary.
As you know, Hunter is his son. I'm just not going to get into it.
Did do some Nancy Pelosi here and there.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
She was actually my favorite because I'd get guaranteed stock tips off camera. Probably shouldn't say that. It felt illegal.
Thank you, Secretary Buttigieg.
Booty juice. Yeah. That one I had to get creative on. Gin Psaki.
Circle back. I'm happy to circle back. Circle back.
I did learn this, in case Trump's interpreter ever fell sick. This is fake, and you just spell out news. I figured I could ad-lib the rest. I can't, however, do fake accents to pander to certain audiences, so I never interpret for AOC.
Or Kamala.
They didn't even ask if I knew sign language in my interview, which I thought was weird. But I did say I identify as a melanin-impaired, non-birthing person. They hired me on the spot.
And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
I was concerned that I would be underqualified for this job, but between no term limits, Strokes, dementia. I'm not even sure why I have to be there sometimes.
Did you hear the question, Senator?
What'd you think of Nick's comedy? Want to see more of him on the show? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you identify as American? Snag a t-shirt at conservativevibes.com. We also have freedom shirts and hoodies and baby onesies. USA made, USA strong.